or Taste and See Cooking Demonstration Class 101. First, we're going to do plantain banana loaf. First, you get 2 overripe plantains looking like this, almost really overripe. So don't throw away your overripe plantains where the skins are very dark. So you need 2 of those, and you just mash them just like this. You need a 1 3/4 cup of whole wheat flour, 3/4 cup of sugar, and we're going to incorporate that with our plantain. And you just need a 1/2 cup of oil, whatever oil of your choice, olive oil or grapeseed oil. And then you're just going to incorporate 2 flaxseed eggs. If you do eat eggs, you put 2. If not, to make it more vegan, 2 flaxseed eggs. That's 2 tablespoons of flaxseed with about 1/4 cup of water. So all that goes, all the wet ingredients in one bowl. Then a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then you have a teaspoon of baking powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And then just a pinch of salt. And that's all we need. And then you just put a teaspoon of your favorite vanilla or mixed essence into your wet ingredients. Alright, so here comes the magic. We're going to incorporate everything, mix it well. Once you incorporate all the liquid, then we're going to put it right into the bowl where the dry ingredients are. And if you want to take it up a notch, all you have to do is just add a little walnuts, raisins, and we're going to do just that. But it's not in the recipe, but you can always turn it up a notch and put a little walnuts. And a little raisin. There you go. So we're just going to turn up this plantain loaf a little notch. And do not overmix. Once you get all the ingredients incorporated, you're just going to pour it into the loaf pan. And this is going to go into the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes. We're just going to scoop that right into our greased loaf pan. See how quick and fast that was? And that's all you gotta do. And this is our plantain loaf. So never throw away your overripe plantains. And we're just gonna stick this into the oven and let it bake for about 45 minutes. Okay, and here is our eggplant meatballs. And you just get 1 large eggplant and you just medium dice it and you saute it in the pot with about a tablespoon of olive oil and put about a 1/4 cup of water and just cover that and let it come to this kind of a texture, nice and soft and tender. Then you put it into the food processor and just blend it up to look like this mush. And once you get it to this, you just put it in your bowl and you're going to incorporate. I use a vegan cheese, so we're going to put about a 1/2 cup of vegan cheese in here. And then we're going to put about a 1/4 cup of chopped fresh parsley. And again, here we go. We're going to put a tablespoon, 1 egg. If you do eat eggs, or this is just 1 flaxseed egg, so we're going to put in there. And you're just going to put a pinch of salt, which I already added to it once I was sauteing the eggplant. And here we go. After that, we're just going to put about 1.5 cup of, this this is the panko breadcrumbs. But in my mixture here, I have 2 eggplants, so this is about 3 cups of breadcrumbs. So once we get all this in here, we're just gonna mix it by hand. I like to put on the gloves because I don't like to feel that stickiness to my hand. And once you mix it, you will see the texture. And if it does need a little bit more breadcrumbs, you could always add a little bit more so that everything comes together. So we're just gonna mix it in till everything comes together, and the texture is almost like a dough consistency where everything holds together. And as you can see, you could do a meal in just less than a half an hour. And this is packed with protein, a lot of minerals. It's not too hard. I always think simpler is better. You don't need to complicate your life by putting a lot of complicated ingredients to make a delicious meal. So here we go. Our eggplant meatballs are ready to go. So we're just going to pan that up. And I use a scoop to keep everything uniform. And after, you just scoop it all out there onto your greased cookie tray. And then I just give them a little roll just to keep them nice and round. And then these go into the oven again and bake for about a half an hour. About a half an hour is good. This is the more tedious part, just to get them on the cooking tray. But once they're done, they're very delicious. You just get it all on there. It's best to get one of these little small ice cream scoops. It makes your life less complicated. I'm just gonna get all of this on here, and then we just re-roll them. And if you don't want a meatball, you could always turn this into a loaf or even a burger. You have so many choices with this. Okay, there we go. We're almost there. See, and this could last you for a good couple of weeks, and you could just freeze whatever you don't use, and it holds up very well. You could also use this to make like a meatball parmesan sub sandwich. But there's so many things you could do with this spaghetti and meatball. And if you're watching your calories, you could just put it over noodles and make a sandwich that simple. And you just do a quick roll. There you go. Just to keep everybody uniform and not out of shape. You just can just do the quick roll and put them back on the baking tray. And maybe some people might not like the eggplant or the texture. You could always add a little steel cut oats to it to give it a different texture. You could even put a little walnuts, chopped walnuts, if you like something more crunchier. You could put that to it if you like. So this is so versatile. There's so many things you can do to it. And voila, all done. So they're nice to roll, and that's it. Now we're going to just put them in the oven and let this bake for about 45 minutes. And then our eggplant meatballs are ready to go. You could then put them in a sauce, or you could put them on the side. You could even make small appetizer with them, and that's it. Now we're going to move on to our third dish. And this is going to be maybe your favorite. You've never done this before. And as I said, this is going to 2 plantains, 2 ways. So this is 2 overripe plantains, just like I showed you for the banana, for the plantain bread. 2 overripe plantains. what we did, we just processed it and just blend it up to this kind of consistency where the liquid is. And this is how it is. So this is 2 plantain, and you need 1 small onion. I put a half an onion in it while I was processing it, and the other half I just small dice. So here we go. So this is our 2 plantain orange blend, and this is a cup of self-rising flour. So we're just gonna put this in here. And then we're just going to put our small onion, small dice. I think these are going to be amazing. Never tried before. And then also this is like about a 1/4 cup of pepper, red pepper. And I had about maybe a tablespoon of hot Scotch bonnet pepper to get a little flavor that's in with my red pepper here. I did not put any salt because the self-rising flour already have a little salt. And once that's in here, you just incorporate everything. I can't wait to taste how these gonna come out. And again, if you are maybe gluten-free tolerant, you could even try amaranth flour, maybe quinoa flour, maybe rice flour. It depends, if you're gluten-free tolerant. Even spelt flour is a wonderful flour that you could use too. So here is the consistency, and this is ready. And what we do with this now, once it's all done, we just go over to the stove and we're gonna just put these in a frying pan and just fry them for about 5 to 10 minutes until nice and brown. So this is your consistency of your plantain fritter. So we're just going to turn the stove on to get rid of the frying pan on, heat it up and nice and hot. So while that is heated up, I can talk you through the roasted pasta. So what I did was 2 pints. I got 2 pints of cherry tomato, and I did about 6 cloves of garlic. I chopped them small dice with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I just rub this all up with a little seasoning salt and black pepper, put it into the oven, and just roast it for about 25 minutes, 25 to about 30 minutes, and this is what it looks like. Once it's all like this, we just take it out of the oven, cool it down. So this is what we're going to use to make our sauce to put on our pasta, and just incorporate that with a little coconut milk and a little nutritional yeast, and then we put it to our pasta. So while that is getting heated up, we're just going to put these in the blender and just blend these up while we're waiting for our pot to get heated. Okay, so there we're getting all this tomato and all this deliciousness. Oh, you can just smell the garlic. The garlic smells wonderful. And we're just going to put this all into the blender. So this is all we do, and we're just going to put this on almond milk, whatever milk of your choice you could use. I choose this coconut creamer because it tastes delicious, and it is really delicious and healthy for you. So we're just going to put a cup of that in there. Let's sit there for a while we attend to this. Our pot is nice and hot. And we're going to get ready to put our fritters right in. So just get a spoon and you just drop it right into our pot. So if you remember back home, how your grandma or your mother used to make saltfish fritters, and now you're a vegan, you can't have saltfish anymore. This is the next best and the next alternative, and you will love these. You can get one more in. There you go. And we just have those. Just keep frying, and you could just turn it if you like. Flip it over. There you go. You just want it to be nice and golden brown, just like that. So just let those fry. And while you're cooking your have your fritters, you can have your pasta of your choice, which you already have done. So it could be a whole wheat pasta, it could be a rice pasta, it could be a quinoa pasta, a buckwheat pasta. Depends on your choice and what you like, or if you live on a low, watching your carbs intake, you could do quinoa, you could do buckwheat, even a spell pasta. Zucchini, if you love your veggies, you can get all your veggies here. That's a good way to do your noodles. These are our delicious plantain fritters. They were absolutely simple to make, and they smell great. I hope they taste delicious. But this is the finished product, and it looks absolutely beautiful, and they smell great. Now we're going to just put on our sauce in the pot so it can incorporate everything and the ingredients can come together. We will smell the plantain loaf in the oven, and it smells wonderful. In a little bit we'll take a peek at it and see how that's looking and how our eggplant meatballs are coming along. And we're just going to put it in. This is our roasted tomato sauce, and it has tons of garlic flavor in there. Once you roast that, just going to put it on the stove. I'm going to bring this to a boil so everything incorporates, and you can just turn it up to about a medium heat. And we're just going to let this cook and come together for a little bit. And I'm going to add another cup of coconut milk because I double my batch. Normally, if you're making it for yourself, you just use a pint of the cherry tomato with about 3 cloves of garlic, a quarter teaspoon of salt and black pepper, and a tablespoon of olive oil. Just rub this up and just put it into the oven at 350 and bake for about 25 minutes. And after everything is all baked, and you take that, just cool it down, and then we'll put it into the blender and we process it with a cup of coconut milk. And after that, then I'm just going to add another cup to mine because I doubled my batch. So we're just going to have that come together. Nice boil. And while that is going, we're just going to add some nice fresh herbs. Then again, I said if you do not like coconut milk, you could use almond milk, hemp milk, regular milk. If you're into regular milk, you could do just that. But we're using coconut milk, which is much easier on the stomach and your digestive system. So this is fresh oregano, so we're just going to put a couple of that into our sauce because we already have the garlic going. So we're putting fresh oregano in there to bring up the flavor. It's always a good time to use fresh ingredients. So if you have a nice big backyard, you should be planting your fresh herbs instead of going to the supermarket and wasting your money buying fresh herbs. They're very simple to grow and they smell absolutely delicious. So we just finally chop that and that's all done. We're just going to incorporate this right into our sauce. There we go. A half a cup, as I said, I doubled my batch. This is like a half a cup of nutritional yeast to give it a nice, somewhat cheesy flavor. If you use regular cheese, a nice Romano or Parmesan cheese is absolutely wonderful also. You can see how beautiful this is coming along. Already put the salt, and you can always taste and then adjust, and if you want a little bit more salt or a little more black pepper, you can always add it. It's always good to add it after. You don't want to over salt because you could never take it out. So I already put my salt in, I already put my black pepper when I was roasting my tomato. Here comes our eggplant meatballs. They're all done. So we're just going to rest them over here for a second. Everything's done. and our plantain vegan banana bread. Look how beautiful that is, nice and golden brown, and it smells amazing. You don't need to be a genius or a super cook. This is as simple as it gets. And look how beautiful our dish look. Our garlic roasted tomato pasta sauce, our eggplant meatballs, our plantain fritters, and you just put a nice side salad to it. And this is how simple and delicious our vegan meal is.
Oh, my name's Alexandra. I'm her daughter. I'm gonna taste her food. It's usually good, but
This is good.
huh? This is good. You outdid yourself here, Mom. You outdid yourself.
Alright. This looks so good. Maybe. This is good. Take it from me.
Plantain fritters.
You don't put this from me.
I think more is. I'm lost for words.
This is really good. Wow. I didn't know I was hungry until now.
Here comes our plantain, two ways. Our plantain fritters and our plantain loaf. It smells amazing. Not sure how it tastes. It is hot right now, but we could try to get a slice in to see. And this is vegan. And if I didn't tell you it's vegan, you would not know. And look how beautiful that looks. It is very hot, so I will give it a spoon to slice. Look how beautiful that looks. And as I said, I put it up a notch by adding a few raisins and walnuts to it. You could put anything you like in it, but this is how beautiful this plantain loaf is. And that brings us to a close of our food taste and see cooking 101 class. So we taste and see that the Lord is good, not just spiritually but physically also. So until next time, I'll see you soon. Have a blessed day.